What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jay, back again on another day, here to convey what my spirit has to say. On this video, it's going to pretty much be another transit talk and stuff like that. I'm going to try to come back and drop, like another spiritual video today and like a little something else as well. I kind of like I will tell you guys this, just to kind of like help people out and stuff like that. Because I kind of recorded, like some videos earlier and stuff like that. But like I said, every time I'm doing that, there's always something that happens. I'm pretty sure you guys probably find like whenever you're doing something that you're passionate about, there's kind of like all kind of things that come and try to throw you off. Because it's happened multiple times now. Like I've been doing stuff, and then like like cops come up and like yeah, they just start causing problems and stuff like that. When really just chilling and stuff like that, doing what I do and stuff. But like I said, I just said that to say, don't let anything affect you, because I feel like a lot of people would have just like took that and just been like, I'm not gonna do it then, or kind of like let that, mess with them and stuff like that, throw their vibrations off and stuff like that. But yeah, don't let anything get you down, because when you're always, gonna be doing whatever you're passionate about or doing something that you should be doing, there's always gonna be some resistance, or there's always gonna be something throwing you off, So I just had to say, don't let anything throw you off of, whatever you're doing, stay on track and just stay focused, stay motivated and stuff like that, right? Yeah, let's just get right into it, what I'm saying? Because this time we'll be talking about a few different things, starting out with like the sun and Virgo, and then, yeah, kind of go into a few of the alignments, what I'm saying? Because we do got the moon and Sag, so sun is going to be squaring, the moon. We're also going to have, the moon is also going to be squaring Mercury. We got Mercury in Virgo. I'll talk a little bit about that as well. And then, yeah, what I'm saying? Like the sun and Mercury sextiling Venus, the sun and Mercury in conjunct Mars, and yeah, maybe a few other alignments and stuff like that as well. What I'm saying? Like the moon trining Mars, and yeah, what I'm saying? So let's just get right into it, right? So yeah, what I'm saying? So it's Virgo season. I think we have the sun is like 2 degrees Virgo right now. So it's still cusping a little bit, with Aries. It's cusping a little bit with Leo. My bad, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? And Virgo is mutable earth, right? So adapting and changing to earth-like energies. You know what I'm saying? The element of earth. You know what I'm saying? Which can kind of deal with like like yin, left brain, right? Like the yin side of logic. We know that you know what I'm saying? Gemini, or air just in general can deal with, because Gemini is like the masculine side of Mercury, Mercury rules Virgo and Gemini, you know what I'm saying? But Gemini being the masculine side and Virgo being the feminine aspect of that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's Virgo season, you know what I'm saying? We'll be dealing with that mutable earth energy. So definitely a great time to tap into that if we are lacking any earth energy, if like tapping into the elements, like if we have a lot of fire, we're tapped into water, tapped into air and earth, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the elements are super important. So wherever you may be, if like you're low percentage in earth, you know what I'm saying, definitely I think mutable energy in general, you know what I'm saying, they can play the cardinal, they can play the fixed side on the more evolved aspect of that element or that spirit or whatever, playing out that energy influences. So if you are lacking in the earth energies, definitely a great time to tap into that as well and to be super grounded during this time. We're probably going to be super grounded. The sun kind of deals with like our frequencies, the things that we frequently see. So like our frequency will be on the element of, mutable earth, specifically Virgo, internal aspect of Mercury, internalizing that mercurial energy. This is going to be a great time for like health. You know what I'm saying? If you've been lacking in this area or you just notice that health is going to be on your frequencies during this time, you know what I'm saying? So definitely a great time to tap into that. Whether it be you need to get on the right routines, because we know that Virgo can deal with routine as well. So, and work and things like that. So it's like, if you have been lacking in, the health aspects, maybe you need to get a routine, dealing with your diet, you know what I'm saying? Or, aspect dealing with like, maybe even mental health, you know what I'm saying? Just health in general, like mental, because, Virgos can deal with that and internalizing mercurial energy. I'll get into that a little bit, but it's like, that can, kind of deal with like even mental health or, if you need to, my bad, excuse me a little But yeah, if you need to, kind of deal with like your body and stuff like that, if you need to be working out and stuff like that, if you're not as motivated to work out, it's probably a great time to tap into this energy because the energy is there. You know what I'm saying? So, great time to create routine around your working out. Building your body. If you've been too like the opposite of Virgo, Pisces. If you've been too into like spirituality and you kind of forgot about the physical vessel. If you kind of don't care too much about the physical body and things like that, definitely a great time to tap into that and bring balance within that. You know what I'm saying? Balance out those oppositions. You know what I'm saying? Between the 12th house and the 6th house, right? Kind of bring yourself back and remember that you do have a vessel and you need to take care of it. If you want to, just to be your best, to be the best version of yourself and stuff like that. But I ain't telling nobody how to live their life. You do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Things that'll probably be on our frequency, like I said, will be dealing with routine, work, health, patterns, even, you know what I'm saying? Like if you've been noted, like, you know what I'm saying? The 12th house can deal with the opposite of Virgo, can deal with like the subconscious and things like that. So, Virgo can deal with like routine and patterns, you know what I'm saying? Which is, it's a form of subconscious. That's how you kind of form your subconscious is patterns, routine, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So definitely a great time to see if you've been doing any bad, if you've been into any patterns that aren't working out, you know what I'm saying, and to get out of those patterns now, you know what I'm saying, or to create new patterns, you know what I'm saying, transform those patterns, right? And then like I said, Virgo can deal with that like being of service. You know what I'm saying? I feel like like dealing with the opposite as well. Pisces, 12th house can definitely deal with like being of service, but from a more spiritual aspect. So I feel like Virgo, it will be they're very of service from a physical aspect, from an earth-like aspect. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of help for you in this reality. They have a lot of logical based advice and things like that to give you, or logical type help, practical help, stability, organization, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So Virgo can definitely deal with being of service. You know what I'm saying as well. So that'll probably be like on our frequencies as well. You know what I'm saying? So if we've been lacking in those areas, it's a great time to tap into being of service. If you've been too worried about, maybe yourself in the wrong ways, because we definitely got to be like ourselves definitely comes first, and like self love, being a true individual. But if you've been going too overboard with that, if you're not using those energies in the right ways, great time to be of service to others and stuff like that, or to just tap into that energy influence, as well as like like things will be on our frequencies, will be like dealing with like responsibilities and like maturity. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Virgo energy can deal with like definite responsibilities. So if we have been lacking in these areas, transforming that, and becoming a more evolved version of how we look at responsibilities and how we use those, and creating routine with our responsibilities from a more healthy aspect, and even maturity. If we've been lacking maturity in any areas, we can take like emotional immaturity, for example. I feel like the earth energy can, like earth and air deals with emotions in a certain way, and I feel like Virgos are very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with that and internalizing the mercurial energy. You know what I'm saying? It can make me very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? They are super intelligent, dealing with like that higher mind aspect, of Mercury and stuff like that. So I feel like it's a great time to tap into that. You can bring emotional balance to yourself during this time. You can truly transform your maturity levels in any aspect that you need it in. I took like emotions as an example. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like Virgo can definitely deal with that emotion. That mature energy. Like responsible energy and stuff like that. So definitely a time to tap into that if we've been lacking that in any areas. Like I said, it's gonna be a great time. Like we're gonna be feeling super grounded during this time. Beautiful Earth. You know what I'm saying? So we'll definitely be feeling grounded if we have been too outside of things. Definitely probably a great time for meditation and things like that. You know what I'm saying? To just help us out. And really tap into what we can receive with our minds and stuff like that. And just a really great time to I feel like expand and advance our spaceship. You know what I'm saying? Our spaceship can deal with like our mentalities, like our frequencies and things like that, our thoughts, ideas, and things that we create, from our thoughts and ideas, and things we're creating from the thinking, communication, and, like that type of aspect, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what type of mentalities have you been creating? You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a great time, I feel like, to build to kind of, rectify your spaceship and kind of just build and add on and do all type of different things, you know what I'm saying? Astral traveling and projecting, things like that, So it's like, I feel like that's also a great time for that as well, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with this internalizing of the mercurial energy. you know. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because Earth, I feel like, can be that container. So I feel like it's definitely a great time for like manifestations, as well. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? We just got to add the proper weight to it, you know what I'm saying? Like the proper vibrations to the frequency, create our own alchemy and stuff like that. And then, yeah, that's how things drop into our reality. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we're putting in that spaceship work. You know what I'm saying? Like we're creating these mentalities in the esoteric realm, and we're adding the proper weight that we need to it, so it drops into our reality. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is a great time for like manifestation. I feel like the Earth energy in general can greatly deal with manifesting. I feel like the Earth and water, like they kind of deal with that. You know what I'm saying? They're both yin aspects, yin left brain, yin right brain, water, earth, earth being the yin left brain, water being water being the yin right brain. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they can both deal with like that great manifestation energy. You know what I'm saying? The yang dealing with, like I said, like the air spaceships and stuff like that, the visions and pushing out of, that fire energy, pushing out our visions and stuff like that, the things that we're seeing, you know what I'm saying, how we see realities, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we alchemize those, we bring those balance, between those two, and that's how we can drop things into to our reality. You know what I'm saying? You got the frequency, you add the weight to it, and it drops into our reality. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with the earth energy, I feel like it's great for manifesting in general. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We got Taurus is exalted in the moon and stuff like that. I have dealing with that moon energy, manifesting, receiving things, bringing things to you, and things like that. We all know Capricorn can be great manifestors as well. So yeah, definitely a great time for things like that, right? But yeah, let's get into some more things, right? So yeah, we're gonna have also gonna have or no, let's just go ahead and we got the Sun in Virgo, and we're gonna have the Moon in Sagittarius. So I feel like this is kind of gonna be like analyzing, dealing with Virgo energy, analyzing our spirituality, analyzing our expansion, our experiences, things that we're seeing during this time, like how we see life, how we philosophize life. Like just like how we like analyzing our feelings and things like that, how we push out our feelings and things. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely going to be like what the theme is right during this time. Like the moon is in Sagittarius. I believe it's like, I want to say probably right now it's like 3 to 4 degrees. You know what I'm saying? It's like 12 o'clock out here on the west. It's probably like 3 to 4 degrees right now. You know what I'm saying? So the moon will be in Sag until like today is Mars Day, Tuesday. So probably until like either like late Thursday or like early on. I'll probably say like I'm tripping. Hold on. Yeah, pretty much like late Thursday. Just definitely on Thursday, sometime Thursday. Um, yeah, and then the moon will probably be going into Capricorn. Sometime like early like Friday, or maybe even late Thursday. Probably like earlier Friday, more so. But then, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we got the moon in Sagittarius right now. So this is like reacting and responding to like how we see life and stuff like that. Reacting, responding to like our philosophies. Like I said, how we see life and stuff like that. Like our philosophies on life and things like that. How we express our feelings, how we express ourselves during this time. Like our feelings, how we express those feelings. Definitely being motivated by like seeking wisdom and like seeking truth during this time. You know what I'm saying? Sagittarius can be truth seekers, so definitely like reacting, responding to seeking, that truth and gaining wisdom from our experiences during this time. Just like reacting, responding to like our visions, being very adventurous. You know what I'm saying? Sagittarius energy likes to definitely expand and be free and explore, experience, and things like that. So definitely being like that adventurous type energy. You know what I'm saying? Reacting to that, taking that leap of faith. More so during this time of things. Kind of maybe a little more difficult. Dealing with that Virgo energy. With the square to Virgo. I'll talk a little bit about that in a little bit, but it's like. You know what I'm saying? Because try not to be too practical, you know what I'm saying? And things like that. Like, definitely take that leap of faith, you know what I'm saying? Have that faith and belief in yourself, or just in your spirit and things like that. And things, you know what I'm saying? Because we will be in a very free-like energy, you know what I'm saying? We want to be very open and free and things like that. Sagittarius, Aquarius, sextile for a reason. They both definitely don't like to be caged in, boxed in. They both like to be free, light, be themselves, express their true individuality and things like that. Um, so yeah, that's how we'll kind of be reacting, responding with the moon in Sagittarius, reacting, responding to mutable fire. You know what I'm saying? To adapting and changing to like how we see reality, our feelings and stuff like that, how we express these and things. Our philosophies and things like this. So yeah, we're gonna have the sun squaring the moon. So I feel like the big thing here will be like a challenge between our wants and needs. You know what I'm saying? I feel like our needs will be dealing with like mutable fire, the Sagittarius, and then like the things that we want. The things we frequently see will be like dealing with like the mutable earth energy. You know what I'm saying? And then like I said, the vibrations will kind of be based around the mutable fire energy. So I feel like here, like Sagittarius is like big on like the bigger picture aspect of life. You know what I'm saying? Like they can kind of like miss the details, and they don't really not miss them, but like they don't focus too much on the details. Like they don't focus too much on the left brain aspect. You know what I'm saying? So it's like and internalizing it at that. It's like you internalize it, and that's how you pick up on like the details of things. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we're definitely going to be like, our needs are going to be based upon that bigger picture aspect of life and things. And then like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But will kind of be like I said, our wants will be kind of based upon like details, you know what I'm saying? So kind of find that balance, you know what I'm saying, to not just be too broad, you know what I'm saying, and like miss details, you know what I'm saying? So tap into that Virgo energy beforehand, and you know what I'm saying? Or just don't forget the left brain, you know what I'm saying? Kind of analyze what is, because everything doesn't need to be have meanings and reasonings to them, you know what I'm saying? Or so analyze, does this need to have meaning and reasoning? Does this everything need to be philosophized? Because we may be trying to philosophize everything this time or find meaning to everything. So kind of remember that Virgo energy, you know what I'm saying? That left brain energy. And, calculate, does this need to be, given much energy into, like finding meaning and reasoning behind things and stuff like that? Or, so kind of finding that balance between, the two and stuff like that, right? Because, yeah, dealing with the moon squaring the sun during this time will like kind of be like torn between choices, you know what I'm saying? Like our decision making may be a little off, you know what I'm saying, between our needs and our wants and stuff. And it just may be hard in general to make a decision during this time, you know what I'm saying? Harder than normal or whatever. Or if you're already involved in that aspect, like yeah, you know what I'm saying, that's what's up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It'd probably be more harder to make a decision during this time and things like that. Like, because, like, probably, like, I don't know, probably a lot of us probably are like that, like seeking validation to make decisions and things like that, or just like, but just like that, that'll be like one of the themes, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like people will probably be wanting validation from things because it'll be hard to make a decision. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? They'll kind of like look externally to like help them validate a decision, and stuff like that. So just remember, you know what I'm saying, you don't need any validation for anything, you know what I'm saying? Only validation is you need is your own. So make a decision true to you, but just like be firm with the decision, like decision making right now probably be big, but it's like but we definitely need to focus on making decisions, you know what I'm saying, from our true individual aspect, not needing validation from others, not caring about that stuff, doing things for you, you know what I'm saying? You made a decision, so you know what I'm saying, make a decision and things like that. um yeah, and then moving on, we're gonna have, like I said, Mercury and Virgo. And Mercury and Virgo is kind of gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, our Mercury dealing with um, just like, Mercury and Virgo is gonna be like very time of like precise I mean, like Mercury dealing with like communication and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Communication, like our thought process, like dealing with our mind and things like that. What our mind is filtered through, like the energies that our minds are being filtered through. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Mercury is a super important aspect because I feel like most of our life is kind of filtered through our minds. So like the Mercury transits are super important, or just your Mercury sign in general, because I feel like most things come through the mind, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We have a thought and then we like feel a certain way about it, things like that. We have a thought and then like, I'm saying, dealing with like our motivations, like Mars, I'm saying, if we have like it comes to our mind first, like how we're motivated, like the way we think, like that creates our motivation, you know what I'm saying, things like that. Or just, we can go deeper with that, but I say Mercury is super important in general, you know what I'm saying? So like, Mercury and Virgo, this is going to be a time of like precise communication, precise thinking, and like our thought process is going to be very sharp during this time, very quick and adaptable. Mercury is at home in Virgo, you know what I'm saying? Virgo deals with that internal aspect of that mercurial energy. They internalize that mercurial energy. You know what I'm saying? So definitely a great time of like precise thought processing during this time, analyzing details. You know what I'm saying? We'll definitely be analyzing like what's needed and what's not. You know what I'm saying? So a great time to, like I said, put in that mental spaceship work. You know what I'm saying? To see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Check out your spaceship. Check out what's going on in your mind and stuff like that. Filter out what doesn't need to be there. Get really detailed. Go deep within it. You know what I'm saying? Put in that like mental surgery almost, you know what I'm saying? Or just to go into your mental garden and weed out what doesn't need to be there. It'll be a very precise time, you know what I'm saying? Other times you may have been missing these certain weeds, but it's like we'll pick up on every detail now, you know, we can find the little details that we've been missing, those weeds that are there that just been holding us back in certain ways, you know, that we've been missing before. So definitely like look out for that or tap into that energy. Um, you know what I'm saying? Because one of the things that like we'll be feeling in general, like I said, dealing with that internalization of that mercurial energy, you know, with the sun and then Mercury, they're both conjunct and stuff like that. But it's like I feel like that's why they say Virgo can kind of be like kind of like dealing with that anxiety or nervousness and what I'm saying, overthinking and worry energy, because like they internalize all of that. As Gemini, they may express it all and get it out. So people may be like, Geminis are very chaotic or all over the place, two-sided, this and that and the other. But on the more unevolved aspect, but it's like and even here on the more unevolved aspect of Virgos, you know what I'm saying, if we just are internalizing all this mercurial energy, and if we don't have like a right balance with that, yeah, it can create a lot of anxiety, worry, overthinking, so check where you have these things transiting your houses, what I'm saying, because you may be doing that energy, plan that out in those aspects, or just plan it out in general, what I'm saying, because we are going to have the sun and Mercury in Virgo, what I'm saying, so we may be creating this energy from internalizing that mercurial energy, creating anxiety, overthinking, worry, nervousness, so just be aware of that, and kind of just be aware so we can ride the waves, how they so we can be most effective with these energies, instead of getting crashed and being up under the waves and stuff like that, right? So yeah, we're gonna have, like I said, the sun conjunct Mercury. So this is gonna be like a lot more like focus on like our thinking. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a superpower when it comes to like I feel like it's gonna be a merging of like the solar plexus, the sun, and then like the throat chakra. You know what I'm saying? So willpower to express our truth, the willpower to express ourselves and things like that. When it comes to like our communication, there will be a lot of harmony. You know what I'm saying? It'll be almost be like a superpower. Like I said, we'll be creating a lot of ideas during this time. I feel like. A lot of mental clarity. I feel like a lot of like fast solutions, fast thinking, fast. Our minds will be moving very fast, but in a harmonious way, in a very balanced way, in a very clear and precise way, and things like that. Um, I feel like creativity will be heightened during this time. Like I said, ideas and things like that. Yeah, and I feel like there will be like a lot more activity, like in our surroundings. Even dealing with like friends. Things like that. But I feel like like in our surroundings, there'll be a lot more activity, like definitely dealing with like communication and things like that. And yeah, I already talked about a great time to like improve your spaceship and things like that. So yeah, also we're gonna have the moon, in Sagittarius, and this is gonna be squaring Mercury, which is in Virgo as well. So this will bring like energy of like mental and clarity. So I feel like what I'm saying. Definitely be aware of that, and then like a lot of misunderstandings in communication between yourself, like the way you're communicating, and maybe coming off as misunderstandings to others, and like others' communication, you may be getting frustrated because it may be hitting you in angles that's bringing a lot of misunderstandings and things like that. So what I'm saying. Choose your words wisely. I'd say like that can improve that situation as well, or just like be in an energy of like listening to understand, what I'm saying? Because others may be like listening just to listen, or listening to so they can talk, or just listening for whenever you're done. But like it's gonna be important to like listen to understand during this time, so you won't have so much misunderstandings and things like that, right? Um, yeah, and let me see. Yeah, also we're gonna have the moon, which is in Sagittarius, and this is gonna be trining Mars during this time, and Mars is in Aries right now, so this is going to be. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, no, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm right. Yeah, because we got the Moon in Sagittarius, and then yeah, we have the Mars in Aries. So yeah, that's a triangle. I'm tripping. My bad. So yeah, this is definitely going to be like a lot of harmonious energy when it comes to like our intuition. and like bringing a harmonious energy with our intuition, our instincts, and then like merging that with like our motivations. You know what I'm saying? So we may be getting a lot of like things we're motivated by, like a lot of like how we're going about those things. Like we may it may be a very it may play out in very positive ways. You know what I'm saying? Like our intuition will be very tapped into our intuition. You know, dealing with our motivations, tapped into our intuition. I mean our instincts. You know, with our motivation, like the way we're doing it is very instinctful and it's very positive and it's very just like man, you know what I'm saying, very tapped in, you know what I'm saying, to like our higher self and things like that, you know what I'm saying? Things will be certainly working in our favor, you know what I'm saying? Like us going after our motivations during this time, right? Like I said, a very calculated assertion, I feel like, you know, very precise assertion, you know what I'm saying? Um, Also, you know, like I said, in positive ways, you know, definitely be having like more courage and confidence during this time. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, you know, we may be being super assertive, you know what I'm saying? Like dealing with that Mars and Aries energy, but like the way it'll come off, it'll be like almost like a very leader type energy, you know what I'm saying? It's like some things need to be that way, or some like it's gonna hit people in ways it's like you may think it's gonna hit people like, oh, that's they're gonna take it the wrong way, but they're gonna take it like, oh, okay, I needed that though, you know what I'm saying? That's how it's gonna play out during this time, you know, with that Moon trine Mars energy, you know what I'm saying? Like the way that you're gonna, like I said, very calculated assertion, you know, very precise assertion. You're gonna add just the right amount to it, or it's gonna come off. You're gonna put it in a way that's like it's gonna angle people and hit them in a way that's like, you know what I'm saying, in a positive aspect. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, let's see if I miss anything. Um, like I said, we're also gonna have the Sun and Mercury sextiling Venus. So I feel like this is gonna be like, you know, the Sun dealing with the solar plexus, and then like Venus dealing like to me, I feel like Venus represents like the sacral chakra. You can go sacral or heart, you know, but I feel like the moon kind of deals more so with the heart chakra and things like that. Like I said, you can, you know, you can apply your own sciences and philosophies to things, you know. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I feel like, you know, dealing with the Venus having that sacral chakra energy, this would be like acting on our desires, you know what I'm saying? Like having the willpower to go after our desires and things like that. So definitely don't overindulge. So I feel like there would be positive, harmonious opportunities dealing with these two. Um, yeah, you know, just in general with the Sun sextiling Venus, this would be like seeking out relations. You know what I'm saying? Like the things that we'll see are dealing with like the, relations and things like that. All type of things that we're relating to, like our values and things like that. Relationships, seeking out relationships during this time. I feel like it'll be an easier time. You know, dealing with the things that we're relating to, whether whatever that be. You know what I'm saying? Or like the things that like our relationships in general, there'd be like a lot of harmonious energy, you know, a lot of easier time understanding each other, just easier time relating to each other in that relationship and things like that. All types, you know, relationships of all types and things. Yeah, definitely a time like this will bring opportunities dealing with like our finances. I feel like, you know, dealing with that sextile. Also, you know, I think it's a great time to like go after like our like I say go after our values, money, resources, the things that we have, you know, dealing with you know what I'm saying? So it's like, cause I say that because like it'll bring a lot of opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Going after these things. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to other times it may be harder. You know what I'm saying? We'll go after these things. You know what I'm saying? And it'll bring a lot of opportunities our way during this time. Definitely if we're riding the right side of energy, right? So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Definitely a great time. I feel like for creating atmosphere as well. You know what I'm saying? Because we have Venus and Cancer. You know what I'm saying? I feel like our Cancer, I feel like it's great dealing with like creating atmosphere, pushing out the vibrations, creating their own comfortability, creating their vibrations, like I said, creating that atmosphere for yourself to be comfortable and things like that. So definitely a great time to create atmosphere. Definitely dealing with that earth energy. We can stabilize this atmosphere and things like that. Definitely a harmonious energies, opportunities to do so. Even like emotional balance. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with that Venus and Cancer, Cancer energy. Dealing with that cardinal water and things like that. And then dealing with the mutable earth, you know what I'm saying? Definitely bringing balance, like inner balance, bringing stability to our emotional body and things like that. You know, bringing opportunities in that aspect and area as well. Um, Even like as well as like opportunities when it comes to like being of service. You know what I'm saying? We'll notice that us being of service to others will bring more opportunities our way. Like that, what goes around comes around will come quicker. You know what I'm saying? Even I feel like in this aspect, you know what I'm saying? Because dealing, like I said, Virgos deal with being of service. Cancer, we kind of know, can deal with that motherly type energy. You know what I'm saying? That caring energy. So definitely, I feel like these things will bring opportunities our way. We'll definitely be being rewarded for these things. You know what I'm saying? Although that doesn't need to be the intention, for things. But I just say that to say, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with the sextile energy, you know what I'm saying? It'll definitely bring a lot of opportunities with these things. Um, yeah, it's definitely just going to be a time of being more light and sociable. A lot of harmonious energy when it comes to how we express what we love and appreciate, and like our values and our relations and in relationships. You know what I'm saying? Definitely like a more harmonious energy with this. And then dealing with the Mercury sextiling Venus, I feel like this is going to be a great time to like stabilize our emotional connections. I feel like that's like one of the big things that's probably going to be on the forefront of this sextile during this time. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, dealing with the mutable Earth energy, and then dealing with the Venus and Cancer energy, stabilizing our emotional connections with whatever we're relating to during this time. We could take if you're working on a project or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like being attached to it. In a healthy way, stabilizing our emotional connection to that, so we can get the best out of it, so we can feel the best about it, have the best energy when we're creating or doing whatever project we're doing, right? But yeah, just in general, like creating emotional connections, relationships, things like that, whatever, I'm saying, just in general, like that'll kind of be one of the themes, kind of like analyzing relations, what we're relating to, if we shouldn't be relating to certain things, analyzing relationships as well. Harmonious energy when it comes to like expressing our desires, kind of going back to the Venus dealing with that sacral chakra energy. I feel like harmonious energies when it comes to expressing our desires, even sexuality. We know that, sacral chakra can deal with those type of things, hormones, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So definitely like a harmonious energy when it comes to like expressing our sexuality. You know what I'm saying? Just emerging between the throat and the sacral chakra. You know what I'm saying? So expressing and communicating our desires. You know what I'm saying? Even a more harmonious energy when it comes to that as well. You know what I'm saying? The way that that's going to be angling people would be more beneficial to us and things. But yeah, try not to be too caught up in being overly worried or overthinking. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to others, when it comes to what you're relating to, relationships, values, and things like that, things that we are appreciating and loving, and in general, and things like that. So yeah, just don't go overboard, with overthinking, caring for others, and being too of service and things like that, or just going too deep within that internalizing of the Mercury energy, creating anxiety, overthinking, worry, nervousness, and things like that. Dealing with all of this energies, that we're going through, dealing with this, with these transits and stuff, right? Um, Because yeah, and then lastly, we're gonna have the Sun and Mercury, and this is gonna be in conjunct Mars during this time. So I feel like one of the biggest themes here, just in general, would be like either impulsive or calculated actions, right? Or impulsive and calculated communication during this time, right? Um, Cause yeah, like I said, we got Mars in Aries. Mars in Aries. That's great. Mars is at home in Aries. But one of the things about something being at home is we can go overboard with that energy. And like we know that the Mars energy can deal with like like what we're being motivated by, and kind of like being like that esoteric warrior and stuff like that. Just being very aggressive. Like how we like to push out our energies. You know what I'm saying? Push out our actions in passionate ways, like our passionate actions, how we aggressively go about things, how we want to take things in life and things like that, how we go about taking things and things like that, how we go about giving our energies, things like that, pushing out our energies. Um, so yeah, definitely don't like be too impulsive. You know what I'm saying? Like remember that the Sun and Mercury is in Virgo. You know what I'm saying? So think before you act on things. And just like I said, remember not to be impulsive. Like don't just take action without thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like don't forget. Like I said, we got that Virgo energy to help us out. You know what I'm saying? Mutable Earth. You know what I'm saying? So don't be too impulsive. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, with our thinking, don't let your mind get the best of you. Being too impulsive. With communicating or just like how fast your mind is moving during this time. Don't be just super impulsive and get yourself upset, or what I'm saying, create certain mental energies that you don't want. You know what I'm saying? Uh, get on frequencies that aren't good for you. Things like that. You know what I'm saying? Remember to tap into the. Remember that we have an inconjunction. There's going to be. Uh, yeah, it's an inconjunction. I apologize if I said anything different, but the Sun and Mercury is in conjuncting Mars. You know what I'm saying? I think I said it right though the first time. But it's like, yeah, just what I'm saying. Just remember to be calculated and precise with these things. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like on a positive aspect, it could be good. You know what I'm saying? Or we could have a few misunderstandings at first, and then it's like, all right, we get on board and we learn, and now it's like, now we know how to tap into this Virgo energy of like, what I'm saying? If anybody was to be perfect with putting the right amount of, what I'm saying, that earth energy and balancing it with that fire to create like a fireplace or create like a bonfire or just to create stability for the fire, so the fire is not just like just shooting off all over the place and stuff, right? Or just shooting aggressively to places, you know what I'm saying? But being calculated and precise with it, So just I feel like Virgo, can deal with like, a positive aspect. We can put the perfect amount, you know what I'm saying, of this alchemy within the two, you know what I'm saying, to best get the best energies out, to shoot this fire in calculated ways, you know what I'm saying. Or we know exactly what we're doing, bringing intelligence in, merging the left brain with the right brain, and bringing a perfect balance so we can get the best out of these energies, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, just I feel like that was something to kind of cover, to just kind of be aware of as well. And I think that was everything that I needed to cover here. Let me just make sure real quick. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. And kind of like one of the last things I wanted to say here is like, dealing like with the transits, it's super important. Like, we just take like let me see, we could take, we got Mercury and Venus sextiling right now, right? We got Mercury and Virgo. I believe it's at like maybe like 10 or 11 degrees right now. Venus and Cancer, which is like 17 or 18 degrees right now. But like dealing with with transits and stuff like that, and like the alignments and how they align and stuff like that. It's super important to like off top, like Virgo and Mercury is always going to be sextiling like Venus and Cancer, you know what I'm saying? But like the true sextile happens when it's like maybe like 3 to 4 degrees to apart, and stuff like that. So, for example, like they'll probably like meet at like 22 to 23 degrees when Venus is in 22 to 23 degrees Cancer. That's probably like when Mercury will catch up to it and be like 22, 23 degrees in Virgo. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with that Mercury energy. So like, let's say let's say Venus is at like 22 degrees, for example, though, right? So when Mercury in Virgo is at like even 4 degrees, but it's like to a lesser aspect, you know what I'm saying? So we could take Mercury and Virgo being at like 18 degrees, right? So that's like when like you'll feel the most out of that trine. Out of that sextile energy, you know what I'm saying? Or that's like when it's most beneficial to tap into the sextile energies, right? And then, like I said, once we start to go like, okay, Venus and Cancer still at 22 degrees. So once, Mercury and Virgo moves to like 19, 20, like that's when you'll really start feeling that sextile energy, you know what I'm saying? And like even, on the other aspect, like 24, 25 degrees, you'll really start feeling that as well. When it says 26, you start lesser degree, but like it'll always be sextiling, but like that's when you'll really feel that. And it's like when they meet, like say they meet at like 23 degrees, like on those days, I feel like we need to write, like that's when like you need to write, that's why you need to write dates down, like those dates where it's like they're exact, like that's when it's exact sextile, you know what I'm saying? That's like when it's heightened the most, you know what I'm saying? So that's like the most beneficial time to tap into whatever you want to create, however you know what I'm saying? How you use your creativity, dealing with certain things, even astrology, like how you tap into the energies and stuff like that, what you do, maybe ritual spells or whatever type things, you know what I'm saying? Or just what you're trying to create, or just whatever you want to do in general, you know what I'm saying? This is the excellent, like that's when it's most potent, you know what I'm saying? That sextile energy. So yeah, and you could take that with other things as well, you know what I'm saying? Really like write down dates like that, in terms of like squares and conjunctions, oppositions, you know what I'm saying? Because I could testify maybe a couple of days ago, I forgot to like check, like some of the dates I had written down, and it's like, yeah, I looked at this one date, and I was like, oh, okay, this is why all this stuff is happening today. So I just say that to say, like, we definitely gotta like certainly like write dates down like that. Like I said, like this is like when the energies are most potent. You know what I'm saying? When they're the exact degrees, or even like 3 to 4 degrees apart. So that's when like we'll be mostly feeling those energies, like especially like we're dealing with squares, oppositions, and inconjunctions. I say those because like those are probably like bring a lot of hardship our ways, and just energies that we have to adapt and change to, and it can just bring a lot of hardship our ways and things. So definitely like write those dates down so we know how to like, we're already prepared for the day. You know what I'm saying? The waves are going for that day, the esoteric weather, the waves are crashing. You know what I'm saying? So we know how to ride our esoteric surfboard this day. You know what I'm saying? If we ride our esoteric surfboard this way this day, if it's a square in conjunction opposition, it's like, man, the way the wave is gonna hit us, we didn't get our esoteric surfboard the right way today. So like I said, that's why we write dates down or just be aware. So it's like, all right, now I know how to ride my esoteric surfboard today. So yeah, I'm gonna be all right today. You know what I'm saying? You may be dealing with hardship. You may still be going with the same things, but like you won't get crashed the way that you just like didn't know anything was coming today. Or you weren't that aware and things like that. So yeah, that's just something. Lastly, I wanted to cover. I know this video kind of been kind of long and stuff like that, but like I said, I'll be back, with another spiritual video today and a little something else as well. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's enjoying their Mars day. And yeah, I'll be back again, right? Your boy Jay signing out.